Today, we are diving into something that might just change the way you think about everyday decisions: game theory. Ever wonder how to make better choices in life, work, or relationships? Stick around and I will show you how game theory can help you win at all of them. So, what is game theory? In the simplest terms, game theory is the study of strategic decision making. It is a mathematical framework that helps us understand how people or groups make decisions when their outcomes depend on the choices of others. It is like a game where you are not just thinking about your own moves, but also about what everyone else is doing. Imagine two companies are competing for the same market. Each company can either cut prices or maintain them. If one company cuts prices and the other does not, the first company might win customers, but if both cut prices, they will both lose profit. This is an example of a game, and the decisions both companies make depend on what they think the other will do. One of the most famous examples in game theory is called the prisoner's dilemma. Imagine two suspects are arrested for a crime, and they are interrogated in separate rooms. The police offer both of them a deal. If one confesses while the other stays silent, the confessor goes free, and the silent one gets a harsh sentence. But if both confess, they both get a moderate sentence. If both stay silent, they get a light sentence. The catch question: they do not know what the other person will do. The dilemma is, do you trust the other person to stay silent and cooperate with you, or do you betray them to try to get off easy? In theory, the best outcome for both would be to cooperate and stay silent. But because each person is trying to minimize their own sentence, they both end up betraying each other. It is a tough decision, right? Okay, so now you get the basics of game theory, but how does it apply to your daily life? Well, game theory can help you make better decisions in all kinds of situations, like in relationships, business, or even when negotiating with a friend over where to eat. Let us say you and a friend are deciding where to eat. You both have a favorite restaurant, but you want to go somewhere different. In game theory, this is a coordination game where the goal is to align your choices. If you both pick different places, you will both be disappointed. But if you coordinate and pick one place, you both win. It is about finding a balance between competing interests and cooperation. Now let's talk about a key concept in game theory: the Nash equilibrium. This happens when no player can improve their outcome by changing their strategy, assuming the other player's strategies remain unchanged. In other words, it is a situation where everyone has chosen the best strategy they can, given what everyone else is doing. In the prisoner's dilemma, the Nash equilibrium happens when both prisoners betray each other. They each think that by betraying the other, they are making the best choice for themselves. But in the bigger picture, both would have been better off cooperating. That is the power and sometimes the flaw of the Nash equilibrium. So how can you use game theory in your life to make smarter choices? First, always consider the other person's perspective. What are their goals? What could they be thinking? In business, think of it as a negotiation. In relationships, it is about balancing compromise and cooperation. Say you are negotiating a raise at work. You want more money, but your boss wants to keep costs low. A good strategy here might be to look for a win-win scenario, like negotiating for additional benefits, flexibility, or career growth opportunities. Game theory tells us that focusing on mutual benefits often leads to better outcomes for everyone involved. Game theory is not just for mathematicians or economists. It is something we all use every day, whether we realize it or not. By understanding these concepts, you can make better choices in your relationships, work, and even in your personal life. It is about thinking strategically, balancing competition and cooperation, and aiming for outcomes that benefit everyone. Remember, life is like a big game. Just make sure you're playing it smart. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment with your thoughts, and do not forget to subscribe for more insights on how to level up in life. See you soon.